you're so tiny. Look at Joanne. Across the street from the
There's a dog running down the street right now.
Hello everyone. We're outside again at one of our old stomping grounds, this little park. If you watched us in 2020, you might recognize it. We often were in the Forest Loop. We would end up here and the school bus would come down the street, and then it started coming into the parking lot of the park because he was the one. You got anything you want to say?
No.
Okay, go have fun. This lighting is bad, sorry. And I haven't been doing my hair just because I don't feel great, but we just dropped Piggy off about an hour ago. We took him for a quick walk just around the parking lot behind the shopping center. I didn't want to walk past his vet to stress him out. He loves his groomers and was so happy to walk in, and they always read me off the note they have in the computer for him, which is, I love Ziggy, he is so cute. What?
Can you show the video on?
I'll show you while I'm talking. He'll be in the background. And yeah, when we were on our little walk beforehand, he picked up a pine cone covered in sap and just got so sticky. I didn't realize how sticky he was. He said it was like a booger, so I thought he just had one little bit. So I'm like, find a leaf and wipe it on the leaf. As we were heading to drop him off, we drop him off and I look at Sebastian's hands and they're covered with chunks of leaves all the way up to his elbow. But like, oh my god. So I stop in the lobby and I'm like using hand wipe after hand wipe and sanitizer, and I get the leaves off, but he's still sticky. Yeah, and I'm sticky now. So our Starbucks had closed in that shopping center, but a local company has leased the spot and they're having a soft opening. They're not all set up, but they're open and nobody was there. There was a lady that left while we were washing our hands. We ordered some drinks and we got some chips, and then we washed our hands 3 times. We figured out that super, super hot water works. He couldn't handle all the way hot, but as hot as he could take, and I think he's finally not sticky. That was some drama. And then at that point, I think we had, don't stomp on your glasses. I think at that point we had wasted about 40 minutes. They think about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It is a big job. Nice, so strong. Oh, be careful. You gotta jump at the right spot. Not when you're swinging backwards. You wanna swing when your feet are straight. Don't swing your feet are out. You'll knock your head on that and I'll have to call for an ambulance. Perfect, yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna give it like 10 more minutes here. It's like across the street past a little neighborhood, 10-minute walk. So we'll walk over there soon and just be over there ready for the call. I don't want to be too far because they're gonna close at 4, and he wants to pick up some cookies from the cookie bar. You can get a little bucket and you fill it with as many as you can fit. The secret is to put the little ones in first so they settle in there, and then we'll pay for him and head home. I did a little crafting after breakfast, but didn't have a ton of time. I wanted to glue the structure. Hang on, babe. I'm almost done. It is a little wonky, but there's nothing I can do. I'm going to just hide it with extra paper. I think it'll be fine. It's not as bad as I thought. But I'm definitely going to add things to it to hide edges. They like to have dotted lines where we're supposed to fold and then it's visible, and I hate that. But that's just me. I really love this kit, and I don't feel like I need to change colors of things, so that's great. It's rare. Ugh, this bug is getting me. All right, I'm going to go watch him. I'm sorry I look like a wreck, but that's me. I've talked to you a lot about today, so you got the gist of it. It's end of the day, so I'm feeling kind of rough, but I still just have stuff going on. Imagine that spot where your nose meets your throat. That's where I can tell I'm getting sick, and where I fight off my sickness, and where it spreads if I let it get worse. It spreads to a sore throat and then up to the nose and turns into a snot factory. But it's still just really awful and sore and swollen back there. And occasionally my throat hurts a tiny bit. But we've been keeping it in check. My body is so achy. But sometimes I'm achy from allergies. So I don't know. I also have allergies. I've been crying my eyeliner off, and my eyes are so itchy because I spent a lot of time outside, starting around 1 to walk Ziggy beforehand. We also had brunch outside, and then just brief little amounts of time to go in to cool off. Like we walked through the grocery store twice for like 10 minutes each time. We went in the coffee shop for 15 minutes and washed our hands 3 times. I don't know if I said that, but he picked up a pine cone on the way to drop Ziggy off and then tried to wipe the sap off on a leaf, and then had the leaf all over him. So after we dropped Ziggy off, I'm like scrubbing him in the lobby. So we go to the new coffee shop that's having like a soft opening, and scrubbing his hands, scrubbing my hands because my hands got sticky from scrubbing his. And it was just driving me crazy, and finally like hot water got it. So I probably told you that, but I don't even know. I tell Danny things too, and I forget who I told. But when I was not out doing that, I did some knitting. I'm knitting a scarf to donate to Operation Gratitude. They send it to service men and women overseas in holiday care packages, as well as veterans. So we'll see how many I can make. Knitting scarves is not my favorite. It's a lot of back and forth, but I felt compelled to try. So got that going on, and then I did a lot of crafting. I switched to the knitting when I really needed to curl up on the couch, even though I'm not super comfortable on the couch. Danny has the comfy spot with the ottoman. And let's see. We were gonna make ravioli because we have frozen ravioli, 2 kinds, vegan for me, but we don't have sauce. And I offered to make some sauce with a can of tomato paste and a bunch of spices. And Danny's like, nah. So we ended up ordering pasta. We'll have our pasta this week. It's frozen, it's fine. And yeah, then I crafted a bit more. It's coming together. I think it'll be fine, but I will tweak. They gave me a bead that is closed solid, and I can't use it, so I have to dig through my stash. It's supposed to be the frothing wand on the espresso machine. Oh my goodness, these children. Sebastian, your time is up. Can you quit out of your game, please? And take your shoes off. So yeah, I'll make some tweaks. We still have 2 more days in our weekend, which makes me happy because I feel so bad, and I just don't want to have to dive right back into school days. Hopefully I'll feel better. I've already felt bad for a week straight trying to fight this off, and now I feel like I genuinely have it and can't deny it. Could be worse, but I don't want it to go on for 2 to 3 weeks. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Sorry I look rough. I did take a bath while we were waiting for the delivery. Danny thought it'd be at least a half an hour, but I get in there and 10 minutes later he's like, it's on the way. So it was like a 15-minute bath. It was kind of sucky, but it felt really good. So I'll try again tomorrow.
Can I go to?
Oh, it's gone. That was a long time ago.
Why did?
Don't pull your pants down. I had that bath before dinner. It would be ice cold.
So you're warm.
We do not have time. You stayed up late. Look at the time.
I don't know what that said.
You don't know what that number is?
9.
14.
9:14.
Yeah, you're supposed to be asleep 14 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah, I let you stay up.
I was supposed to.
Normal day, you would be asleep 14 minutes ago. I can't show you him because he has his pants around his ankles.
Because I'm changing.
Exactly. They can hear you though. So I let you stay up, so don't get angry at me. You're already up past your bedtime. Anyway, I'm going to say good night. Let's let him put some pajama pants on so he can say good night too. Don't worry about your shirt yet. Just put some pants on. Then you can do your shirt after. I kind of sorted his shirts, and he's been wearing like non-stop music shirts because they were all in one pile. Jax is asking if the donuts are okay. They're probably really stale. No, I think they're dead. We got donuts last weekend. They're probably quite stale and gross. I made it through a bunch of them because I would just have something really tiny around 7:30, and then at 10:30 I'd get really hungry and make myself a nice big breakfast of like toast and eggs or potatoes and eggs and spinach, and then a donut on the side, and then I'd be good to go until dinner. Maybe I would make myself have a little like energy bar or some avocado, something like that in the afternoon, just because I worry about getting too low on fuel. That did do you have pants on? No. Oh, okay, you're close. They were inside out. Anyway, my throat feels kind of crappy, but I don't feel so emotionally destroyed as I did yesterday. I'm at that laugh at your misfortune kind of stage, and it's not that bad. I can fool people that I just have a husky, raspy voice. I don't seem sick. So let's say goodnight, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Well, you need to get ready. I'll get up.
Okay. Pusheen is on the floor again. Pusheen likes to get up in the middle of the night and run away, as cats do.
In real life.
They do. They run around at night.
Just like this. The ginger one and
The black one. Are you ready?
let me.
Fluffy. Fluffy's so tired. He's falling over. Okay, we're good. There's so many. Ready? All right, friends. We will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Be kind. And don't forget.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.